Thank you very much indeed. As you see, there are three of us. There is Eleanor and Ziggy also. We're going to start, we've got the hotel, it's called Family Hotel, the show, and the hotel you see before you, and you also have the song about the family, which is coming shortly. It's about my French grandmother, and my father was half French, the bottom half, but grandma is the first joke, and the best, unfortunately. So, grandma song, we're going to sing grand-mère, and I'm going to sing the word grand-mère. Then I would like the spectacle wearers in the audience, my people, the blessed. I would like you to sing grand-mère. Then it's those who have betrayed their glasses, the contact lens wearers, and those who have had the operation, what I call the laser gazers. And then it's the rest of you will sing grand-mère. So let's just have a little, just give me a note if you'd be so kind, Eleanor. So if you do it, yes, thank you very much, Eleanor. So it goes, grand-mère, 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 grand-mère. So it's quick repetition, and if I go down with mine, you go down with yours as well. If I go up with mine, you go up with mine. Okay, so let's try that. Grand-mère. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not quite right. So, but not bad. So it's grand-mère, 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 grand-mère. It's me, myself. Then it's the glasses wearers. Then it's the scum, and then it's the. Okay, let's. I believe they're ready, Ziggy. I believe they're ready. So this is about Grandma living in Nice, and myself going over to visit her at carnival time. All right, Chalk Farm, let's rock. All right, let's not. Grand-mère, I'm coming over there. You're my flesh and we can mesh. I want you to prepare. Grand-mère, I'm leaving Angleterre. What an outing, even though your nose is sprouting hair. Only joking, yeah. We'll go on to the promenade, we'll join the carnival. We'll jettison confetti made from yesterday's journal. Grand-mère, we'll throw it in the air, and we will watch it flutter down, make glitter in our hair. Hit it! The masks we'll make and wear. My mask will be a huge potato with two little eye holes through which I am going to stare at you. Ooh-ee, ooh-ee. Grand-mère, I'll be your pomme de terre. Grand-mère, you're wrinkly but you're rare. You've problems with your hips, but you eclipse them with your flair. Come in! Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so some new stuff, some older stuff. And at the end of the first half, I will tell you that we got a film that was made by some young folk doing a workshop here, or a number of workshops here at the Roundhouse about 6 weeks ago. And so it's world premiere tonight. Yeah. So that comes at the end of the first half. And when the film's been shown, it's about three minutes long, we're going to sing a song about amoeba. And we're going to divide you again into 3 sections for the amoeba song. We divide you differently. Section A, this side of the room here. Section B, this side of the room here. And if you, sir, could be section C. You're a fellow glasses wearer. Always trust your own. So all I'm going to do now, we're not going to sing the song now. We're going to sing that at the end of the first half. But I'm going to teach you your parts. So section A, this is your bit. Amoeba, 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 amoeba. Let's try that. Good. Section B. Okay, people in the middle, decide which side you're on. A little political joke for you, just a small one though. Okay, section B. This is your bit. Okay, section B. Just a bit of fun. Okay, section B, your bit is amoeba, 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 amoeba. Let's try that. Yeah, we weren't doing the little finger bit. Never mind, it wasn't bad. Okay, and then section C, we'll come to you, we'll give you your bit a little bit later on, but I'm just going to bed down sections A and B, and then we're going to move on, okay? Okay, so section A to lead, wait for it. And section B, good, well done. So, as I say, I've got some new pieces, some older pieces. The first piece, I had the privilege of being poet in residence at Keats House here in the borough of Camden in 2012, and I found a man that was much more playful than I thought in John Keats, reading his letters. And this is a poem dedicated to the playfulness of John Keats. In one of his letters to his brother in America, he said that he, one Sunday night, went sword fencing on the landing with his landlady with sticks of celery. It's not the John Keats that a lot of us have in our mind. So this is dedicated to that John Keats. There's a wonderful mulberry bush. I do recommend a visit to Keats House. It's fantastic up there. And there's a mulberry tree, not a bush, that's been there longer than the house, even though the house is 200 years old. And this is dedicated to John Keats, celery, and that tree. And it's called Celebration. Just a bit of fun there. Early 19th century, you went down to the scullery, and up you came with celery. And underneath the mulberry, a new event was marvellously made. You played the way you worked, John Keats played hard, with Mrs. Dilke with celery en garde. By the lobelia a lunging in leguminous, your swish and swash of poetry voluminous, the ballad of a salad day, and then the celery is mighty as the pen. Thank you very much. Throughout the evening, I will also be doing pieces from this alphabet of animals. And first piece is alligator. To an alligator, you look yum. You are yum to the tum of an alligator. Though you can think and you can feel, to an alligator, you are a meal deal. To an alligator's scrunch, your lunchtime. To an alligator's eyes, your bite size. You're no pal of the alligator. But you can't get on with everyone, can you? Thank you very much. Ziggy, should we show them, let us show, could we show dogs and deck chairs? So Ziggy is master of the acetates tonight. And these are my own drawings. Thank you very much. No, too late. Differences between dogs and deck chairs. A deck chair doesn't beg or cock up its leg. Deck chairs don't sniff each other. Deck chairs can't swallow or swim or growl. Deck chairs aren't her or him. Deck chairs don't join in games with sticks. There are no prizes for well-trained deck chairs. Deck chairs rarely have names except deck chair. People don't have trouble putting up a dog. Dog's legs don't have little notches in. A deck chair's legs are much stiffer with no knees. A dog is better at running after frisbees. Deck chairs can be stacked quite neatly. Dogs have more hairs. Deck chairs have more letters. Deck chairs don't sniff about in autumn leaves. A deck chair receives little praise. We're going to move on now, and we're going to set the scene of the hotel. And Eleanor has got a couple of beautiful tunes, which are these Scottish in origin or the English in origin? Scottish in origin, okay. We also have some script about the hotel, which I haven't put on my table. We all make mistakes. Eleanor, would you be kind enough to go to the dressing room to see if you can find my script? I'm just doing just a little bit of dancing. More dancing. I think it's in the dressing room. I can't see it in my area there. The camera's in, of course. Eleanor, just having a look. It's probably got a peg on it, Eleanor, out there. Okay, this piece, before, to get us in the mood, this is a piece called Blancmange, and I'm going to go blah, and we're going to speak as one group now. So it's me going blah, and you going very simply mange. Okay. He's a man who prefers to have something blah. Mange. Whenever he has a dessert, he gets what he can in his tummy. He tries to get none on his shirt. If there's ever blah, mange. As an option, blah. It's an option he'll take, and there have been occasions when money's changed hands, and here comes the script. We'll do that later. Okay, thank you very much, Owen. So what we've got here is, this is a new scene that I've written for a piece that I wrote 17, 18 years ago. And it was a trip of two campers to a campsite, and there was the Major, and there was his wife, Major Robbins' wife, it was her name, Major Robbins' wife. And Ziggy is going to play Major Robbins' wife, and I'm going to play the camper who has returned to the campsite some years later, well, we'll find out.
Hello, do you remember me? I was here at the campsite 15 years back, and we had our bike wheels stolen by a couple of campers from the East Midlands. And
yes, I forgot to tell them that you're playing the person who came back. I'm playing the woman at the campsite. Just an error, okay?
I was going to go with it, but well, you should have just fired off the first lines.
Yes. We're just having a bit of fun here. Poetry can be fun, but not tonight, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, Ziggy.
Hello. Do you remember me? I was here at the campsite 15 years back, and we had our bike wheels stolen by a couple of campers from the East Midlands. And
yes, I remember. What do you want?
I was hoping to camp in the same spot for the sake of old times.
Living for the past, it doesn't last, you know the past.
Where's your husband? Where's Major Robbins?
He's in the potato shed.
What's he doing there?
He's turned into a potato.
A King Edward?
You don't need to know the specifics. The rates on the site have increased, by the way.
Of course they have. I'm willing to pay the going rate.
It's £17 per tent.
17 quid? That's not bad.
I said 70.
I thought you said 17.
I did, but it's 70.
I've got 2 tents to put up. I've got one for me, and one in case somebody comes along without a tent who wants to spend some time with me. Not intimately, not to start with anyway. Also, it's a precaution in case tent 1 gets blown away.
I don't need your life story. I need £150 from you.
£150?
It's gone up, I told you.
But tent 2 may not be occupied tonight.
Is your rear view mirror in need of a little wipe? A tent is a tent, occupied or otherwise. We don't soften with time here. We're not potatoes, you know.
But you said that the Major was in the potato shed and he was a potato.
I suggest you clip your lip. It's £165 for the two and no dogs or dominoes on the range.
No dominoes?
Yeah, dominoes. Click, click, clack, clack.
But you only get all those sounds if you play on a table. What if you play quietly on the grass or on your ground sheet?
It's too risky. We're dog-free and we're dot-free.
Well, as I say, I don't have anyone to tent share. I've always got myself.
Yeah. Like you, my daughter's been trying to find herself a new partner, but all the chaps she's seen have come out of failed marriages. She says they're only after one thing.
What's that?
Counselling. Now, camper, it's going to be windy tonight, so will you be wanting to hire those extra tent pegs? I can do them for 80 pence each or a pack of 7 for a £5.
But I could buy them for that price.
If there was a tent peg shop in the vicinity, yes, I'm sure you could.
By the way, did you ever see anything more of those campers from the East Midlands? They stole our bike wheels, you know.
Let's not start that again. They weren't bad people, they were just thieves. On their last visit, they gave me some oat cakes as a goodbye gift. They went marvellously with dal, actually.
I don't like oat cakes with dal.
They weren't for you, were they? I don't like vegetable jalfrezi, but I don't make a song and dance about it. Just a song, actually. He used to do a lovely veg jalfrezi. The spices, how he'd make them all congeal. I don't do it myself, not 'cause I'm lazy. I just don't want reminding of the meal.
It's a bit short.
What do you expect for £3? Entertainment, yeah.
What?
Yes, it's
It's
entertainment.
£3?
Yeah, £3. It's not free on this side. I may not be professional.
You could let me know up front.
Oh, we'll let you have it for free. It's not Christmas, you know. Actually, I'm thinking of closing up the site for Christmas. Trade's always a bit slack thereabouts.
So what do you do for Christmas time?
I've seen something advertised that I rather fancy. A festive break bargain in a hotel with costume competitions and a novelty disco included.
Can I come?
As long as you play I Spy with the Major on the train, you can come. We're going away on the railway, and we shall be going straight through. Others will change on the journey. I wonder what they will change into. All of the people are passengers as long as they ride on the train. Once they get off, though, they're not like the ones that remain on the train. There's something that's ever so special about being out on the rails, going clickety-clack on the back of the track until something mechanical fails. Generally, though, it's fantastic. Even buying a ticket feels good. If you want, you can pay with your plastic, but they won't accept pieces of wood. Would that they would. Thank you. So, Ziggy, would you bring back the hotel now? Because we're going to bring us into the realm of the hotel. The maitre d' sat in his place. It's winter time, it's hotel time. They've gone up, the camper, and Major Robbins' wife have gone up. And now we do have those two Scottish tunes played by Eleanor with two pieces about that hotel. A hotel up in Scotland with an English maitre d' and some not-so-Scottish customs, it was pointed out to me, like the haggis hurling contest on a wet and windy morn. Every guest was gathered out of interest on the lawn. There was little doggy Hamish, who was barking long and loud, excited at the prospect of the haggis hurling crowd. The maitre d' wore reindeer horns to chirpy things along and explained the haggis hurling to the members of the throng. First you choose your haggis from the ones here in the heap. Then you put the kilt on, but it isn't yours to keep. You stay within the hurling square to validate your throw, and you swing your haggis discus-like, remembering to let go, do let go. When you throw in the snow, the people hurled their haggises, and haggis number 3 was slightly misdirected, and it hit the maitre d', but it wasn't done on purpose, so it didn't make him mad. He took it in good part, he did, the best part that he had. He laughed both hale and heartily, and so did all the throng. And Hamish kept on barking, loud and long, proud and strong. With the throng. The contest was completed when the whiskey had been won, and the winner said that hurling Hamish would have been more fun. Not all the dress was fancy at the fancy dress event. Some just went the way they were and others never went. Someone took a felt tip pen and blackened out a lens, and she became a pirate in the mirror in the men's. A family they dressed up like some cowboys on a ranch, and someone was a tree by simply carrying a branch. And someone dressed as God's own son and walked across the lake, but he wore a pair of glasses so you saw that he was fake. The maitre d' himself it was who dressed up in this way, and someone said it's sacrilege. The maitre d' said nay, irreverence. There's a difference. And to the two who came as monk and nun, the maitre d' said, Gad, I hope you've got good habits, but their habits, they were bad. Just a couple of blankets with safety-pinned pillowcases masquerading as hoods. And Hamish had some barking that came arcing from his throat, and fancy dress-wise all he did was turn up in his coat. Okay, some of the other characters who turned up. Ziggy, who have we got in our pile? I think this guy. Ah, yes. Possibly a ghost. Possibly a tooth. Who else have we got, Ziggy? My own work. It's myself, Monsieur Rameau, Jean-Philippe Rameau. Some of you will be familiar with Monsieur Rameau. Rameau, Baroque composer of the 16th century, 17th century, my apologies, and somebody who had a bit of a problem with the encyclopedists, Diderot and Rousseau, more so. He fell in love and married somebody some years his junior. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a song that Rameau might have sung to his beloved in those years gone by. She was a singer, Mary Louise, and Eleanor will play the fiddle again. Ziggy, would you be kind enough to pass me the guitar?
Absolutely.
Two sections simply this time, Section A, Section B. The form is a villanelle. Section A, your line is Mademoiselle, this villanelle's for you. Section B, thank you very much, Ziggy. Your line is, this love is inconvenient but true. Okay, so in the first instance, we'll just say those lines. Mademoiselle, this villanelle's for you. Let's try that. And. Mademoiselle, this villanelle's for you. And your line is? Slightly more difficult to remember. This. Yeah, there's an hour and a half of this. This love is inconvenient but true. Okay, so let's try it with the music. Okay, so when I give you the nod, if you'd be kind enough to sing your line. So your line is thus. Mademoiselle, this villanelle's for you. So you're up, okay? Let's try that. And. If you're struggling with this, let those who've understood it lead you. I like to think of this exercise as testimony to mixed ability teaching. So we're going to try that again. Here we go. Just be confident. Good. Section B. This love is inconvenient but true. Some of you even trying though you've not been taught the tune. Good. Good and brave. This love is inconvenient but true. And you're going down, okay. sometimes takes 10, 15 minutes to get this right, but we'll stay with it. Okay, so now what I've got to do is just got to find the scripts in the piles here. So as I said, some of these things, there's quite a lot of new things in the show, so I apologise for scrabbling through pieces of paper. There are new things, and when you've got new things and you lose them in the piles, you've just got to keep looking. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll look for that during the interval, Alan, and we'll move on to something. We'll move on. Yeah, we'll move on. Because we've got... Oh, we're having a bit of fun, aren't we? And lucky it's all been captured here. Okay, so we're going to move on. Now, Ziggy has particularly made an effort to learn the guitar part for the next song. It wasn't something that he's normally got on his skills list, but he's moved on. He's moved on from the egg, which we will return to. But let us please hear it now for Ziggy, who is going to play guitar. Now, this is a song about the bird, the guillemot. Got a few movements for this. Okay, the movements are very simple. When I say I'm a guillemot, we move our wings. So, I'm a guillemot, 1, 2, 3. I'm a guillemot. It's an internal count. Okay, give me water. Give me fish. Give me fish and water. Give me jellyfish. Jellyfish and water, difficult to do. I want you to work in pairs. Okay, ledges, vertical edges, ledges, vertical edges, ledges, vertical edges. Quick move, specky and down, specky and down. Diver, ocean arriver. Really work the shoulder. Try this at home. Try that. Diver, ocean arrive. A few short-term memory problems out there, okay? Okay, the only one that's got any sound is drill a lot, so it's drill a lot. Okay. Let's try that. Drill a lot. A little bit long. I'll give you the cut-off. I am a guillemot, I use my bill a lot. I get the fish out of the wet, I eat my fill a lot. I live on ledges, vertical edges. Eating wise, I do not know what veg is. Don't you give me sherbet, give me a turbot. My appetite for fish I cannot curb it. I am a guillemot, I know the drill a lot. I drill into the drink and get the drink and not the ink upon my quill a lot. Say you don't thrill a lot. Well listen humans, very soon you will a lot. I am a guillemot. I don't do nesting when I am resting. I can sleep while I am standing on one leg, and so it doesn't roll off when I stretch my wings or stroll off. I've got an egg that is conical and eccentrically weighted so it don't fall off the edge of the cliff face into the water with all the jellyfish and all the other fish. I am a guillemot. I find the fishes tend to lose 1-0 a lot, but I take only what I need. I'm not a greedy bird, I'm sustainable, self-restrainable. I am a guillemot, am I not? This next piece.
Give that back to you, John.
you. Thank you, Ziggy. Always lose a few on that song. This is called Luton versus Preston, 2nd of the 12th, 2006. Today I go to see Luton Town play Preston North End. Preston are top. We have lost 8 games in a row and a 4th from the bottom. Talking of bottoms, today I've had to cover mine with a pair of women's briefs as there was nothing else available. Not silly, frilly, pinky or anything, black cotton. Still a bit brief though. I feel awkward about wearing them to the game as Luton boss is someone with more traditional values. I'm wondering, does he really want male supporters in the ground in women's undergarments? Would he prefer me to be upfront about my deviation, wearing not only the briefs but tights and skirts as well, so that all could see my offence and I could meet the challenge of the majority who hold that in football a clear degree of separation of the sexes is a tribal prerequisite? So, Luton win handsomely. The dilemma is, do I wear the lucky pants again or not? Towards the film. Eleanor, would you just give us a little bit, because we've got, when we were doing the workshops, I said that I'm more of a, to the youngsters who've made the film, that I'm more of a kind of old-time technological guy. And some of the youngsters were not familiar with the OHP. And I really, so I really wanted them to get a benefit tonight of what you can do with this wonderful piece of technology. So Eleanor, would you just give us a little bit about the Scottish tune again, that lovely Scottish tune, and then Ziggy is going to show you the piece that we're going to lead into our film tonight. It's a wonderful piece actually that they've been made with Matt. So here we are. So this is Emma's, who's given us the directors. This is Emma's invention. Wonderful idea.
Evolution is how we got here. I am the product. I am the result of 1 billion deaths. I am the result of twice the lives.
You do not reflect the teachings of your ancestors, their legacies buried in unconsecrated land.
I am the future. I am the past. I am anything but the last.
To girls who apologize to strangers for their mother's broken English, though her tongue is stained with verses across borders.
Evolution is a shift in thinking.
I am certain of this life.
I am more certain of this death. I am sure of this beating heart. I am the start.
Your name harshly hits the ears of boys who wish to turn you into something that they can whisper in the dead of night.
Evolution will be your revolution.
You're a long way down the ladder that evolution trod, but you can eat with your feet, or to be more discreet, obtain food with your pseudopod. And you don't have to have a partner to start a family. You can multiply by dividing. Tra-la-la-la-lee. Get ready for Section A's amoebas. Get ready. And Section B. Hello, amoeba. I wish you were my pet, but you're not really big enough to be seen by the vet. You're a little blob of jelly. You've got no skin and bone. You're not a boy, you're not a girl, and you're not on the telephone. You're in another world. I cannot get in touch with you. I cannot pull your leg. You look a little bit like a very, very small fried egg. Section A, you with me? Section B, Okay, Section C, we're ready for you. So what we're going to do, Section A, we're going to get you to sing your piece twice. So you will sing yours the second time underneath Section B's contribution. Section C, if you could then come in at the end of that with a nice clear amoeba, hoisting your spectacles in the air. And a love will come your way, that I promise you. Okay, so we've got the multicellular organism created by Sections A and B, but we still have the single-cell creature, which is you, sir. Okay, so Section A, get ready. And and again, Section B. Give him love. Of our first half, what we're going to do is we're going to bring all the glasses wearers together. Now, we're going to bring my people together. I can see you glistening and listening out there. We're going to have the glasses wearers salute. So I'm going to give you 5 on my right-hand lens, 5 taps, and then you join in with 5 taps on your own lens. Non-wearers, please don't feel you need to tap a watch face to help us out. Thanks, but no thank you. We've got all the help we need. Okay, so it's 5 on the right-hand lens. Okay, here we go. I do it first, and you give me some beautiful sound. If you will commit. It's louder than some of you thought it was going to be, isn't it? Okay. Okay, to take us into the break, we're going to go for a double 6. That's 6 simultaneously on each lens after me. This is what I call the optician's dozen. If you're worried about damaging an expensive prescription, just do it in spirit. You'll be with us. Now you contact lens wearers, try it. We'll take a little break there. Let's hear it for Ziggy and for Eleanor. Thank you very much.
W górę Lohary joplala, Franciszek dzielnie zmierza. W górę Lohary joplala, Franciszek dzielnie zmierza. Za burtę wypadł Jean-Jacques, działo się to u wrótku noc. Za burtę wypadł Jean-Jacques, działo się to u wrótku noc. W górę Lohary joplala, Franciszek dzielnie zmierza. W górę Lohary joplala, Franciszek Franciszek dzielnie zmierza. Kapelusz znalazł porca mur, fajkę i nóż w lombardzie wtór. Kapelusz znalazł porca mur, fajkę i nóż w lombardzie wtór. W górę lohary, joplala, Franciszek dzielnie zmierza. W górę lohary, joplala, Franciszek dzielnie zmierza. W Blois się znajdzie Bussiko, nieraz już pił z nim Jean-Jacques. W Blois się znajdzie Bussiko, nieraz już pił z nim Jean-Jacques.
Evolution is how we got here. I am the product. I am the result of a billion deaths. I am the result of twice the lives.
You do not reflect the teachings of your ancestors, their legacies buried in unconsecrated land.
I am the future. I am the past. I am anything but the last.
To girls who apologize to strangers for their mother's broken English, though her tongue is stained with verses across borders.
Evolution is a shift in thinking.
I am certain of this life.
I am more certain of this death. I am sure of this beating heart. I am the start.
Your name harshly hits the ears of boys who wish to turn you into something that they can whisper in the dead of night. Evolution will be your revolution.
Lecz gdy ją spotkasz biały dzień, czym prędzej byś wypłynął. Serafina portowa mis. Reformy jej w szufladzie tkwią, czy lato, czy też zima. Serafina, Serafina, bo nie ma czasu włożyć ich obrot na Serafina. Serafina portowa mis. Grajcie, chłopaki! Marzenia ma jak każdy człowiek, dziewczyna Serafina. Serafina, Serafina, ku gwiazdom henu lecieć chce jak niegdyś Walentyna. Walentyna, Walentyna, to pierwsza w świecie podniebna mis. Jej imieniem dziś się zaczyna najnowszy Walentyna twist. W tawernie zwany drżąca płoć, co dzień prym wiedzie ona. Serafina, Serafina, wyrusza w dan atrakcji, mocna mnie się noc szalona. Serafina portowa mis. Gdy wiatr wywieje z głowy ból, gdy kac wieczorem minie. Serafina, Serafina, ty znowu zaczniesz mocno śnić o swojej Serafinie. Serafina, Walentyna, podniebna mis. Oh, la tonne va bien monter. Oh, la olé, nous faut la hisser. Oh, la tonne va bien monter. biały dzień. Kiedy przez sztorm hen do Brestu szedł, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Kiedy przez sztorm, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. W porcie trzeba było pierwszego znieść, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Złamała go oceanu pięść, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Złamała go, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Bosman z tawerny wyciągnął trzech, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Każdemu z nich trzeba dać było w łeb, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Każdemu z nich, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Kiedy wstał świt, odeszliśmy precz, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Aby do Hejstą ładunek nieść, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Kolejny raz, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Stara wiara, zwijaj się, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Na Lwowie trza nam do domu hen, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Gdzie Gdyni Pirs, hola ole, aż po biały dzień. Gdzie Gdyni Pirs, hola ole, aż po biały dzień.
Is a very long time.
Oh yes, oh,
100 years is a very long time.
100 years ago.
Hen od 100 lat wszyscy wiedzą to,
Oh yes, oh,
że Bully John był od z miasta Baltimore.
100 years ago.
A Bully John, I knew him well.
Oh yes, oh,
But now he's dead and he's gone to hell.
100 years ago.
Bo Bully John był drańżakiem.
Oh yes, oh,
Dziś pewnie w piekle smaży się.
100 years ago.
They used to think that peace could fly.
Oh yes, oh,
Can you believe this bloody lie?
100 years ago.
John wierzyć kazał chwilą.
Oh yes, oh,
Ech, co za kłamca, co za łom.
100 years ago.
That modern moon was made of cheese.
Oh yes, oh,
You can't believe, Vivian, please.
100 years ago.
Jak mówił Bully John, księżyc sera jest.
Oh yes, oh,
Bo Bully John to gaz był fest.
100 years ago.
Yeah, very long time, very long time.
Oh yes, oh,
Till a hell of a time since I made this line.
100 years ago.
Już od 100 lat każdy o tym wie.
Oh yes, oh,
Gdy ktoś jest głodny, nie zmieni się.
100 years ago. Years ago.
Yeah. Hey, way down south where I was born.
Roll the cotton down.
That's where the niggas blow their
Oh, roll the cotton down. Roll the cotton. Roll the cotton, Moses. Roll the cotton. Oh, roll the cotton down.
Where you ever been in a mobile day?
Roll the cotton down.
That weird old cotton day by day.
Oh, roll the cotton down. Roll the cotton. Roll the cotton, Moses. Roll the cotton. Oh, roll the cotton down.
$1 is a darkest spare.
Roll the cotton down.
$5 gets wide when it's there.
Roll the cotton down. Roll the cotton. Roll the cotton, Moses. Roll the cotton. Oh, roll the cotton down.
So Alabama. Roll the cotton down. So I went to Alabama. Roll the cotton down. Roll the cotton. Roll the cotton, Moses. Roll the cotton. Or roll the cotton down. Have you ever heard the banjo play? Roll the cotton down. There we play banjo every day. Roll the cotton down, roll the cotton, Moses, roll the cotton, oh, roll the cotton down. Kiedy morze cię wzywa, płyniesz ku słońcu w dal. Mgła unosi się wolno, znikasz w błękicie fal. Gdy ocean się wzburzy, w umysł wkradnie się strach. Czy dziś połów się uda, czy przysypie nas piach? Panie, siłę nam daj, jeszcze nie czas na sen. Pokój duszom żeglarzy, w wietrze wiej im amen. Come on, you won't see man, wherever you're bound, and always let their songs proud memory go round, and pray that their wars and the tumult may cease. For the greatest of gifts is a sweet lasting peace. May the Lord put an end to these cruel old wars and bring peace and contentment to all our brave tars. Nasz Antoine kiedyś na mnie wpadł. Rule, żenerzą, rule. Popłyniesz ze mną, bracie, w świat. Rule, żenerzą, rule. Bo Antoine był chłop jak dom. Rule, rule, żenerzą, rule. Uciekła mi turkaweczka znów. W tawernie siedzę sam. Dalej dajcie mi piweczka. Wnet opowiem więcej wam. Duch się rybaka we mnie tli. Rule, żenerzą, rule. Antoine dobrym szybrem był. Rule, żenerzą, rule. Bo Antoine był chłop jak dom. Rule, rule, żenerzą, rule. Uciekła mi turkaweczka znów. W tawernie siedzę sam. Dalej dajcie mi piweczka. Wnet opowiem więcej wam. Sam się wdali skryła mgła. Rule, żenerzą, rule. Daj dziób na nord, gdzie pogoda zła. Rule, żenerzą, rule. Bo Antoine był chłop jak dom. Rule, rule, żenerzą, rule. Uciekła mi turkaweczka znów. W tawernie siedzę sam. Dalej dajcie mi piweczka. Wnet opowiem więcej wam. Od rana w wantach gwizdał wiatr. Za wachtą wachta i tak od lat.
Roulette, je ne Jean roulette.
Bo Antoine był chłop jak Don Roulette.
Roulette, je ne Jean roulette. Uciekła mi turkaweczka znów, w tawernie siedzę sam. Dalej dajcie mi piweczka, wnet opowiem więcej wam.
Nasz Antoine sam za sterem stał.
Roulette, je ne Jean roulette.
Dalej chłopaki już czas na trał.
Roulette, je ne Jean roulette.
Bo Antoine był chłop jak Don Roulette. Roulette, je ne Jean roulette.
Uciekła mi turkaweczka znów, w tawernie siedzę sam. Dalej dajcie mi piweczka, wnet opowiem więcej wam.
Uciekła mi turkaweczka, znowu wreszcie siedzę sam. Brzuch napęczniał mi jak beczka, dość już tej tawerny mam.
Uciekła mi turkaweczka znów, w tawernie siedzę sam. Dalej dajcie mi piweczka, wnet opowiem więcej wam.
Każdego dnia zabraliśmy lód. Los jak zwykle rzekł, dziś pogoda będzie. Stary motor nasz zaczął kaszleć znów. I jak zwykle przyszło wyjść po śledzie. Wstawał piękny dzień, raził oczy tak. Pomyślałem tak, niech Pan Bóg nas wiedzie. Daj spokojny dzień, dobry Panie nasz. No i oczywiście dużo śledzi. Zgarnęliśmy już ładnych kilka skrzyń. Dziś dla swoich dzieci i do portu już trzeba gnać do sił, zanim spadnie cena naszych śledzi. I co z tego ma? Śledzi coraz więcej. Parę pięknych dni, ładną liczbę stron. I na koncie śledzi coraz więcej. Trzeci wnet, wychodzić czas na rzeki brzeg.
Za pierwszym, drugi, trzeci wnet, wychodzić czas na rzeki brzeg.
Od kształtnych wdzięków frajdy pora pracy przy linach przejdzie zmora.
Ciągnij na raz, za znowu wychodzić czas.
raz, nie dwa, nie trzy, wołam, rozrywek moc rozkoszy kraj. Trzy głosy radość pieśnią głoszą, o więcej piękne panny proszą. Ciągnij na raz, za ile znów upłynie czas, ciągnij na raz, za ile znów uchwycisz czas. Na raz, na dwa, na trzy, never, złamiemy stos kobiecych serc. Na raz, na dwa, na trzy, never, złamiemy stos kobiecych serc. My marynarze z nad Loary, nam z każdym łatwo brać się za bary. Ciągnij na raz, za ile znów upłynie czas, ciągnij na raz, za ile znów uchwycisz czas. I raz, i dwa, i trzy, i znów zaśpiewam refren znanych słów. I raz, i dwa, i trzy, i znów zaśpiewam refren znanych słów. Za pierwszym, drugi, trzeci wnet wychodzić czas na rzeki brzeg. Ciągnij na raz, za ile znów uchwycić czas, ciągnij na raz, za ile znów uchwycić czas. Ciągnij na raz.
Thank you. So we're back in the hotel. This is a journal of one of the folk at the hotel. Last night at the hotel, it was the fancy dress night, culminating in what they call a novelty disco. I discussed with my roommate what we were going to come dressed as, and I said I was going to go as Jean-Philippe Rameau. I thought she might say, Jean-Philippe Rameau? Who's that? But she said, OK, you go as Rameau, and I'll go as Elizabeth de la Guerre. And I said, Elizabeth de la Guerre? Who's that? And she explained that this woman was a great composer and a contemporary of Rameau. Anyway, when we were at the novelty disco, I said to the DJ, have you got any Jean-Philippe Rameau? And he said, who's that? So I explained that he was a French Baroque composer that I'd come dressed as, and the DJ said, sorry, I don't have any of his stuff, but I do have some Elizabeth de la Guerre. Which brings us back to the villanelle, so could you please welcome back Ziggy and Eleanor, please. So, yes, the villanelle, if you remember your part, your mademoiselle. So your mademoiselle, this villanelle's for you. And your line is? This love is inconvenient but true. True. This love is inconvenient. It's good actually, wasn't it? This love is inconvenient but true. You're down on your true. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So this is Jean-Philippe Rameau declaring his love for Marie-Louise, singer of the 18th century. You've set my 18th century alight. This love is inconvenient but true. This composer's ill-composed when next to you. My chest as though my vest is very tight. Sorry, I was a bit late there. Some say I've got no chance, not just no clue. But men of France won't fail without a fight. A cliché, but my head is all askew. My greatest fear, you'll disappear from sight. To have you wed to me would be a clue. You're young, you've sung, and you have brung delight. Okay, so we're moving towards the last verse. So if you could hang on to your you and keep it till they get to their true. So bring the you and the true together. You're sweeter than the pastries that I chew. I'm twice your age, but closer though in height. Still at the hotel, and Major Robbins, his wife, and the camper are there, and they are enjoying the hotel facilities and the hotel fun activities.
What have you come as?
Now we need to have the major, don't we? We need to have a major in the audience. So we need to have somebody to play a major. Ziggy, perhaps you'd choose somebody to be our major tonight.
How could I say no?
You've only got one line, but actually, you can do it from there and just speak it out, and then come and take your bow with us when we've done the scene. So speak it out from there and then come and take your bow. What's your name? Dylan. Okay, Dylan. Okay.
What have you come as?
I'm a ghost.
So am I.
You look more like a jellyfish.
I'm the ghost of a jellyfish. At least I've made an effort. Look at the Major. He's made none.
He's come as a potato. What are you talking about?
But he is a potato. That doesn't count. Why don't you put a wig on and come as a coconut?
Why don't you lay off him? Don't you think he's got enough to think about being a potato?
Potatoes can't think.
He can both think and feel. He's not an ordinary potato.
What sort of potato are we talking?
In a sense, he is a potato with a tendency towards the more fragile of potato power. There are many of his kind developed to devour, but here is one with more of a kind to flowering, even if somewhat coweringly so, eh?
Even if somewhat caroling so, out in the world's wild, wild wind.
He has seen some of the best minds of his generation panned and tinned.
But he intends to flower.
If only for an hour or so, in spite of the blight, he can grow to a height from the low.
He's ever so silent and slow.
He isn't a dud, though. He has a beauty it's his duty to show.
Full mental health jacket potato.
No. He doesn't want to bake, roast, boil or fry. He's biding his budding moment.
Let sleeping spuds lie.
Aye. Give him a round of applause. Well done. Take your bow. Come and take your bow. It's a little present. We'll have the peg back, though. Thank you very much, Dylan. Well done. Give him a round. Okay, so we move on now. Luton Bungalow, Ziggy. Could we have the Luton Bungalow? So we're going to move on to our bungalow in Luton. When I was a child, this is where I was brought up. I was born in London, but we lived in a bungalow in Luton. There's a... I don't know what that guillemot's doing there. So when my grandmother came over to visit us when we were in our little bungalow, and she only came to visit us the one time, and it was an unusual thing because she came with an American, and Ziggy is going to play the American in this scene, and he was a bit of a mystery to us, and my brother thought perhaps he was the love of my grandma. I thought perhaps he was a son, a newfound son when she was over in the Americas. So this is the American in Luton. My elderly grandmother So Ziggy will be with you soon. I'm not quite sure where the accent is located, but Ziggy knows. My elderly grandmother, who held gazes with her dance, has come here with a chaperone from a home in southern France. There's an American in Luton who we've never seen before. There's an American in Luton town. They ain't got one next door.
She wants to see her flesh and bone. I know she can be difficult, but can you give her some slack? She wants to meet her grandchildren. She won't be coming back. So can I leave her in your hands while I find a hotel? A place to stay not far away that maybe has a smell of his history about it. I'll make sure I'm a chaperone who's not far from the telephone. I've got a pile of work. Inside my hotel bedroom, I'll quietly go berserk. I once told my father I was depressed. He replied, "Depression? Get over it. America had to."
And so what happens is, the American in Luton goes to a little hotel in Luton, possibly the George, for those of you who know the little town. And he goes into that hotel, meets characters in there, enjoys the town, goes to a football match. Thinks he's heard that he's going to a match where Luton are playing Warsaw. It's actually Walsall Reserves. But he also meets a troupe of Morris dancers and is going to take home with him the Morris.
When I go back to Jackson, Tennessee, I'm gonna tell the folks back home what Morris means to me. Hopping it with the hankies in a hat made out of straw. A Mary Morris Major, 2 feet off the floor. I've stood in bells and buckles and down below my sleeves, extending from my knuckles a pair of handkerchiefs to pipe and concertina. I've joined the ribbon rise. I have been bell-bottomed with the other Morris guys. Oh, I've flirted with the Morris shirt. They had one in my size.
Okay, we'll see Ziggy dancing shortly, but first of all, we're going to go back now. We're going to go back to the Baroque period. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of Baroque dancing. And we're going to get 3 volunteers from the audience to come and attempt to dance to a piece by Elizabeth de la Guerre, possibly the first time heard in Camden. And what we're going to do is ask for spectacle wearers. Again, always get your own people up with you. So I'm going to ask for 3 glasses wearers. Now, if you are somebody who knows, this is adults. We're going to have adults out here on this occasion. This is a chance that they're adults. So what I'm going to ask is this. I would like you to nominate somebody you think would be able and willing to do this. Okay, this is the serious part, willing, because I've had people indicating somebody going like this. I've looked into the eyes of that person, and I have seen fear, even possibly the possibility of a psychotic episode. Somebody there falling down, just at the thought of it already. So please, we could have three volunteers. I'll take 2 if they're going to, but it's not very difficult, but it does require some coordination or skill. Okay, so can we please have, I'm not going to embarrass you, performer of my caliber doesn't need to embarrass his audience yet anyway. So could we have somebody out, could we have a little bit of house light, Adam, just so people can come out and make their way along the rows. Can we just have just a bit of fun, it's not going to last for long. Come on, you know your friends, just get them out if you think they can do it. Don't get them out if they're not going to want to do it. No, let's have volunteers. Adults, please, on this occasion. Okay, madam, you've been indicated. Would you be kind enough to join? Give her a round of applause. Okay, Could I have a... Okay, let's have one other partner, please. Could I just have one more? Come on, let's have one more. Let's have one more, please. Come on, come on. We got... Yeah? Yeah, lovely. Wonderful. Okay. So, Eleanor, if you would be kind enough... Well, let's get the steps first, and then we'll deal with the music. Please. Okay, mind the wires. So, these are the steps. I'll give you the steps first of all. Okay, so it's right, left, right, together. Left, right, left, together. Okay? And then it is right, scrape, together. Right, scrape, together. Let's try and put those two together. Okay, here we go. So it's right, right, together. Left, right, together. Right, scrape, together. Right, scrape, together. Good. Okay, now the difficult bit. Okay, here we go. This is the hard bit. Here we go. It's right, left, tap, back, behind, turn. Okay, Eleanor, please. Elizabeth, there I go. So here we are, we've got a Dalek here. We've got some other Daleks for you. This is, when I was working in Gloucestershire, I said when I was in Stroud that I would go into one of the schools before doing my performance, and the suggestion was that we would get the head teachers to attempt to draw a Dalek, and I would go into the school whose head teacher drew the worst Dalek. So I went into the school of Mr. Lucas, and... And so what we did there, we did a workshop, and we did a workshop because we were thinking that the Daleks possibly were being aggressive because they were a little bit depressed, or feeling a little on their own, or feeling a little unwanted. And so what we thought we would do is we would cheer the Daleks up. And so each youngster drew a Dalek and gave them a hat and something else. So Ziggy, the first person, child, I believe, Bob drew their Dalek with a piece of Lego. So Bob, a hat and a piece of Lego. And various gifts were given to the Dalek. Everybody gave them a hat, and one of them got a piece of toast, and quite a few of them got a friend. One was given a bath, and one of them got pregnant. So, what other acetates have we got, Ziggy? I've forgotten the ones that we've actually got. Oh, we've got Grandma. We got Grandma. This is actually Grandma when she was dancing in the United States. This is 1926 actually. She just wrote on the back. This is Grandma it's sort of something of Baroque costume. That is my Grandma. That's Renee Eleanor. Let's give Grandma a round of applause. Then Grandma's husband was an Englishman, so I have an English surname. Grandma's husband was Henri. We had a French mother as well, actually, but he was an Englishman, Henri Robert Hegley. And this was actually one of my very first drawings. I think you can see, because I thought that my grandfather looks a little bit stern, and I wanted to cheer him up. So I don't know if you can see, on his right shoulder, I've drawn him a parrot. just to cheer him up, because I thought he looked a bit down in the dumps. I wasn't very good. I was only 4 or 5, and so I didn't draw a head for the parrot, because the parrot's head is just poking around the corner there. But this is a song from the book here that I'd like to do you, which is about another parrot, and this is Peter the parrot. Peter the orange parrot had a very tiny beak. Unlike the other parrots, he was never heard to speak. But they were never nasty to him, Peter the non-talking parrot. There he just thought that he was a very, very fluffy carrot. Then one sunny jungle day, Santa Claus got lost, and Peter with the tiny beak suddenly was heard to speak. And he directed Santa Claus back to Lapland to be in the lap of all the other lovely laps. While the other parrots had been talking, Peter had been reading maps. This is letter H in this book. This is about my daughter Isabella. This is called Horsey. Isabella, you are 9 today. You asked me to look at the horsey. I suppose it's not long now before Horsey takes a bow and the creature is spoken of in a grown-up way. It would become a horse, not a horsey, in due course. Now, owl, for owl, we have some acrostics. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to spell out the word owl 4 times, and then I've got a word for each letter. So off we go. And on, woods, lofty, O, winged, looker, out, witting, lowlife, woo, woo, language. No, you wait till there's a consensus with the applause. Okay, this is wise camel. Wise camel. I'm the beast that bore wise man number 4. We are the ones who went north when the others went west. We followed not the Star of David, but the Star of Steve. My rider wasn't sure that his gift was as good as the other 3. I sometimes wonder if we got lost on purpose. Myself, I thought he brought the best of gifts, actually. The gift of straw, the gift of warmth for the manger. But because he wasn't sure his gift was good enough, he kept adding straw after straw. It was the last one that did it. So, I'm on the wrong track with a busted back, but luckily we found this town with a really good vet, and in the end, had a pleasant, if rather quiet, Christmas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move ourselves back to the hotel, because in the hotel, the disco is going strong. And something that I have realised, somebody said to me, when I was showing the Baroque dance to a friend, she said to me, "That's Northern Soul dancing." And I thought, is it? So we've got later on, we've got actually a Northern Soul discotheque in the bar that has been, David Belcher has come all the way down from Glasgow to provide you with these tunes. So first of all, let's hear it for David Belcher, who's come that way. So that will be, as I say, in the bar. For those of you who are able to see it, but you get the feel from our bodies. The dance is not just in the feet, so you'll feel it. We're going to show you this dance with the Northern Soul song, which sometimes a Motown song isn't a Northern Soul song, as some of you know, but this one is. And so what we're going to do, first of all, could I please have my dancers, could I have my 2 dancers, and Ziggy will do the dance with us on this occasion. Can I have my 2 dancers back down, because we're going to do it to the 4 tops, but wait till we'll have the 4 tops in a moment. Okay, and we're just going to show you this. Okay, so please come sit, please. Okay, and almost ready. Okay, so you remember your steps. Should we just walk them through? Should we just walk the step through? So it's right, left, right, together, left, right, left, together, right, straight, together, right, straight, together. Difficult one. Right, forward, tap, back, right, so, together. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, could we please try that with the four tops, Adam? Wait for it. Give it good volume, Adam. Give it good volume. Whack it up, what? Let's whack it up, Adam. Okay, wait for it. We're back in the hotel. It's the final day of things in the hotel, and the maitre d'. Now I'm going to play the maitre d' here, and this is a scene never performed in front of an audience before. And for this, because I'm going to play the maitre d', I'm going to do it in a northern accent. I was performing in Rotherham actually on one occasion, and I said the word scrumping. And I thought, oh, perhaps you have another word for it. I said, you have another word for it? And somebody said, aye, we do, theft. So Ziggy, once again, is the camper, and this is our last scene from this part of our evening for you. Ladies and residents, you know me as the maitre d'. There's some of you's come back year after year for wishes here can be fulfilled. Well, I want you to know that this is to be my final stint. No more will I attend the locks, no more will I look into our first aid box for a guest who needs a plaster, or for those who are allergic, bits of bandaging and lint. I'm out of here. Some of you may want to know why. Some of you may even wonder, is it because of me? Is it because of my little gripe? Was it my small complaint that broke the master's back? No, it ain't. I'll tell you why. I'm going because I am a spy, and I have been found out. The counter-espionage agent is in the hotel even now, even in this very room. And so I go, I take my bow, I say farewell. I say farewell to you. Oh, I've gone on my way. Oh, why?
So the Major had disguised himself as a potato, so the maitre d' would just see him as another vegetable, rather than as an undercover security agent. The maitre d' didn't know he was being watched by the eyes of potato. Then, of course, on the train there was that game of I Spy he played.
I'm afraid you are on the wrong track, camper. You try to make the facts fit your limited understanding. Do try to accept there are things which are beyond you and will remain so. You will never understand why the Major is a potato. Now, have you got that £3? Now, at this point, we show you the maitre d' has actually, he wants to go and fully enjoy his maitre d'-ness. He goes to Nice. He goes where a maitre d' is welcome. He will live on his own. Here he is. This is a painting by my father. This is Nice. We find the maitre d' now is slightly bigger. He's enjoying himself there. There he is. There he is, slightly bigger. And now he's been there a little bit longer, and he's slightly bigger still. So this is a song. This is a song about the maitre d'. He's enjoying himself while he's there. And this is a song in which Eleanor and Ziggy will sing in harmony, ladies and gentlemen. This is a song about the maitre d' in his new land and his new friendship with his dog.
You really know how to put the pressure on.
Sometimes when I'm not going to try, I'm going to drop the northern accent now because it's not that good. Okay. Here we go. Sometimes when I'm at home, I wrap some sellotape around my hand, and I go around the carpet, picking up the hair of the dog. I did it for the whole of last Christmas, or as near as, damn it. It was the happiest Christmas I've had in all my days. Picking it up,
Sticky side down.
yeah, let's hear it for those harmonies. Okay. First time in public, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. Picking it up,
Sticky side down.
jabbing and dabbing around, picking it up, whoa, 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 the black and the ginger and brown. Of course I get some little bits of extraneous stuff, like little bits of fluff and little bits of cheese and that. But that don't worry me, no, 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 'cause when she's shedding her winter coat in the early spring, I like to get on down and do my hair thing, and then I wrap it round her head like I'm the king of the carpet. Picking it up,
Sticky side down.
piling it up in a mound, picking it up, the black and the ginger and brown. You gotta take your pleasure and get your treasure when and where you can. I'm a hunter, I'm a gathering man. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, for our last song, we're going to move back to the Luton Bungalow, Ziggy. So we're going to sing you a song celebrating that little bungalow, and 3 sections. So it's section A over here, section B over here, section C over here. So section A, when I give you a Luton Bungalow, very, very simple. What I'd like from you is 2 lows and a bungalow. So it's me like this. In our Luton bungalow, your bit is low, low, Luton bungalow. Okay, let's give that a go. Luton bungalow, first low, second low, Luton bungalow, very, very good. Section B, my low becomes your loo, so it's like this, me. In our Luton bungalow, Luton bungalow, okay. In our Luton bungalow. Well, do your best. The show is dedicated tonight to people with teaching difficulties. Okay, section C. After the third, it's Luton bungalow, and from you, again coming in on the Luton bungalow, thus. In our Luton bungalow, la 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 Luton. Okay, so you get 2 of those. Let's try that. In our Luton bungalow, and again. No, you don't get a bungalow. You've got a double Luton, you see. Okay, Ziggy, let's give him a little bit of percussive sound. Okay, so we're going to try you sections A, B, and C simultaneously. Sections A and C, I'll give you as much help as I can. Section B, you are beyond help. Okay, here we go, first verse. My father's mother, she was French, he was from Paris. I like to think of my father as the Luton fleur-de-lis. Winter time in Luton town, my father used to go out in the snow, lifting it, shifting it, laying down a load of grit, making sure he never did any of the next door neighbour's bit. Outside their Luton bungalow, now when my sister Angela heard me sing that verse, she said to me, "Come on, John, you're not doing that little place justice. She said, don't you remember there was a sense of community in that street? She said, don't you remember you put your washing out on the line when the weather it was fine and the rain came down and the neighbours came out? Take the washing down for you, don't you remember? They put it in a basket for you. Don't you remember? Fold it up for you. Wouldn't sniff any of it, wouldn't nick any of it. Don't you remember? They put it in a basket. Don't you remember? They bring it round for you. I said no, only joking, I'm just evoking our Luton bungalow. This is going to be the last verse, ladies and gentlemen, of the last song, unless you call us back for the encore we prepared. About my brother. Now, my brother is 8 years older than me. When he was born, he was called René Marcel. 8 years later, I came along, I was called John. The only French thing left in the bungalow was the windows. The day I started out for my primary school, my brother said to me, John, when you go into that school, I want you to remember these 3 simple words. I said, what are they, Marcel? He said, I'll tell you. Girls never prosper. Now, I don't know where he got this strange motto, nor did I understand its meaning, but because my brother was my hero and my example, I repeated those 3 words to everyone I met. And I did not get a girlfriend until I was 27. But I had a boyfriend at 15 in our Luton bungalow. Last time on your railway parade in our Luton bungalow. Anna and Ziggy, please. Okay, so we got Ziggy said there was two acetates left.
Oh, well,
There's 3, are there? Yeah, there's 3, Ziggy. There's 3.
Someone went to school. So we missed out this guy.
Who else did we miss, Ziggy?
And then we've got the competition, haven't we?
Ah, yes.
So,
Okay, so we got one of the things from we had a title when we did this show in Bristol. A version of this show was done in Bristol, and have you got this? That one of the 2? What's that one, Ziggy? Is that 2 young women?
No, this yeah.
Is it?
No, one of them. No, one of them's got a beard.
Okay. What's the other one, Emma? So Emma has been. Let's hear it for Emma, who's given us our direction tonight. She's over there. Emma, which one have we missed out? What else have we missed out?
What else you missed out? No, well, you've got 2 left there. One's got a tortoise in it.
Ah, yes. And okay.
And then there's another one.
Okay. We can't find that one. So there's this one here, and this. And can you bless you? And this we had a little audience competition for this one in Bristol. And can you remember what the line was, Emma, that somebody came up with in Bristol? No, nor can I. It was something like the button that you sewed on the tortoise has come off again, Neville. Okay, so that was that, but we've got a competition for you. So those of you who remain behind for David's discotheque out there. We've got a number of things. We've got prizes. There are some books for sale out there, so you can get those. Sorry to go on about the merchandise. There's quite a lot of units to shift. So that'll be happening out there, and I'll be happy to sign the books. We've also got, now this is something that we would like you to see if you can come up with a caption, okay, for that. And
Can I start them off? Yes. Christmas with the Cyclops.
so there you go. You've got that to beat. So lovely, thank you, Ziggy. So that's out there. So there's that. So we're going to give 2 prizes. We're going to give a prize for the best one of those. We're also going to give a prize for the best reference to the word chalk. Okay, so you could do an acrostic. You could do chalk farm. And for an example of an acrostic, we once got another performance. The word oban. Somebody gave us for that only boats and numpties. So that was. So you could do any use of the word chalk. Okay, so there's going to be 3 prizes, and the other prize is going to be for not necessarily the best dancer, but the dancer that Eleanor decides is the one most worthy of a prize. In fact, Eleanor and Ziggy will both decide, actually, that. So there are 3 prizes out there. So David will be playing the discs out there. We're going to do one more song for you, and in this song, we divide you into 5 sections. Yes, 5. Okay? So this is a section. Now, know your section now, because this is the difficult bit. Okay, so section A is here. Section B is here. Section C is a slither over there, and section C is section D. So A, B, C, and D. So I've got a bit alphabetically disordered there. Okay, sorry? That's 4, yes. How many did I say? 5. Oh, yeah, because we've got section E, which is the gentleman over here, of course. Yeah, I think you can manage A minor E7. I think you can manage A minor E7 on this. Okay. So I'm going to give you a line. This song came out of hearing the phrase, "It's the wheel that squeaks that gets the oil." I thought, what a wonderful phrase. And I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a song with lots of phrases beginning with the word "it's." This is called Greatest Hits. All right, it's not many jokes like that, are there? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a phrase beginning with the word "it's." Then I'll say the word "it's," and I'd like your section to repeat it. It's the bird that you are holding that you've got. Okay, so section A, that's yours. It's the bird that you are holding that you've got. Oh, good. Okay, on your own now, totally. It's the bird that you are holding that you've got. Very good. Okay, section B. It's the 2 sat in the mulberry bush you've not. It's a difficult line. It's the 2 sat in the mulberry bush you've not. It's. Good. Section C. Yes, you can talk if you wish to, if you're confused. Okay, section C, your line. It's Charlie Parker they referred to as the yard bird. Okay, so you're right in on that Charlie Parker, okay? Yeah, it's Charlie Parker they... Okay, here we go. It's Charlie Parker they referred to as the yard bird. Good. Okay, now section D, your line. It's the birds all of a feather that will tend to stick together, and particularly sticky is the guillemot, okay? Okay, let's try that. It's. Whoa! Yeah, it's very good, actually. Thought it was worth a bit more. Tough crowd. It's the birds all of a feather that will tend to stick together, and particularly sticky is the guillemot. Okay, let's see what you've remembered. Going round to section A. It's. 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 Sections. I'll give you all a hand this time if I can. Here we go. First verse. It's the wheel that squeaks that gets the oil. It's boil up the beetroot, not the soil. It's death you can't cheat, but you can eat it. It's hard to hear the worm above the turmoil. It's the bird that you are holding that you got. say the word it's. I want you all to do your part. And when we get to Guillemot, section E, as you have been promoted, I would like you to stand up and give us your inner Guillemot sound. And I'd like you all to do your Guillemot movement, because you get to the end of your piece, you've got space to do that. Okay, here we go. So I say it's, you do your bit. Guillemot wings, Guillemot sound. Here we go, wait for it. It's! Okay, not quite. So you're all going to do your bit simultaneously. Sorry, okay, yes, it was a failure in the workshop leader. Okay, give him a bit more, Eleanor. Get ready, all together. It's! Thank you very much to Roundhouse for having us. Thank you. Go and disco. David Belcher awaits you.